Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us "Need Software" to 323-405-1341. That's 323-405-1341. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel.
The irony, the government gave us drugs to sniff and smoke, then incarcerated us when we distribute coke. Public housing where the richest folks wear fancy furs, Joe Namath in the jets with expensive coats. They made a profit off of Reaganomics. When I speak, your favorite artist and change the topic. I'm Huey Newton, revolution, can't wait to start it. You Cam Newton, was a Panther, turned patriotic.
Yes.
Yes. We're back.
We back. We've been on a little bit of a hiatus.
Yep. Just a little hiatus.
Just a little hiatus, you know. Been doing things here and there. You know, I've been in the studio.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I've been making some fire with my man 5 Mics. Shout out to 5 Mics. Y'all ain't even ready. Y'all don't even know what this man has, but I'm telling you, y'all sleeping on the boy, but it's okay.
Got some fire on that project?
Oh, I got quite a few fiery joints. We just recorded a joint off one of my beats, and him and Papoose fucking ripped it. Shout out to Papoose.
Salute, Papoose.
That's right, Philly Sheed. Everything is everything, like Brand Nubian's third album. Yes,
that's what I always say. Everything is everything.
So,
sir, tell me, Lord J, how was your Indigenous People Day, Turkey Day celebration?
Man, you know, it is what it is, man. It's, you know, regular schmegler, man. Fucking, it's a day that you get with family. You know what I mean? So that's all that I could say. You know, got with the family. My daughter came up, pardon me, from Hampton.
How's she doing?
She's doing great. She actually just made it into the AKA sorority. And, you know, although that's not something that I'm, you know, down with, I support what makes my daughter happy, you know, and if she wants to rock with that, then, you know, I'm gonna let her do what she's doing. You know, that's her mom's thing and all of that. So, you know, whatever, they happy about it. So,
well, let me just say this to the people. I had the fortunate opportunity to spend Thanksgiving Day with one of hip hop's royal family, Lord Jamar's family, on a Thanksgiving right before the pandemic. I think 2019, and I must say, hey, they know how to throw down. Lord Jamar can open up a restaurant, okay?
Oh yeah. Oh, I made a vicious jerk salmon that I brought.
Wow.
And, you know, to show that I'm not a full hater, really, I wanted to show my curry skills. Word. So I made a jerk salmon, but then I don't eat shrimp, right?
Right.
But I went ahead
and
made some curry shrimp for the people that do eat shrimp. Yeah, I did do that. I did it. And it was fucking, from what I understand, it was bomb, you know, because
barbecue sea roaches? Barbecue sea roaches?
No, not barbecue. Curry sea roaches.
Curry sea roaches.
Curry sea roaches. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
Listen.
What was the feedback?
They loved it. They loved it. It was bomb. I mean, I knew the sauce was gonna be bomb because you know curry sauce is curry sauce, so you just throw them motherfuckers in there. You know, I just did it trying to act like a be a non. You know, just
it's funny.
Not acting like it got to be all about. Now I'd never cook no swine. You know what I mean? But you know. I threw them motherfuckers in the curry sauce, and they loved it. So,
were you in Jersey? Where you at in Jersey?
Yeah, we went to Jersey.
Okay. Speaking of shrimp, my associate producer Shorty, she just had some shrimp and broke out. Face is all fat from
that's
allergic.
What you get for eating sea roaches.
I know that's what you get. That's what you get for eating sea roaches.
You'd probably break out if you ate a regular roach in the crib. If you seen a roach in the crib,
right?
You'd probably break out if you ate that too. God damn it! So leave them goddamn sea roaches alone.
That's why I'm surprised you made a plate of that. Did you succumb to peer pressure?
No.
You just wanted to do it?
Yeah, I just wanted to, you know, I wanted them to taste my curry, and I wanted to do a, you know, like a non-selfish thing. Like, you know, like I could make something for y'all that I'm not even gonna eat. How about that? Like, you know what I mean?
I see Danny in the comments. He says, no pig snout.
No pig snout, sir.
Ooh. Okay.
Don't worry, Corey. We will get to that. Anyway,
let's dive right in, Lord J.
Okay, let's go.
Sounds like you had a good Thanksgiving. Let's dive right in. Do you remember the Source magazine? And you're gonna see where I'm getting at, my Lee.
Of course, I remember the Source. Actually, Dave Mays, one of the original founder of the Source, actually will be coming on the Godcast at some point in the near future. He's got some things going on, and he wants to come on and talk to our people about it. So indeed, I do remember the Source, especially since we were one of the first groups in the Source to receive 5 mics.
Word. One of the few, right?
One of the few. When 5 mics meant something. At some point, 5 mics didn't mean anything. It was like you could buy 5 mics. But when 5 mics was a badge of honor, we got it. We got us one.
Word.
Shout out Benzino, and even shout out to my man Londell McMillan, who is the current owner of the Source.
Salute.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, so back in the day, Source magazine, 5 magazine, or we'd have to wait for, various TV shows to find out what all the big time hip hop rappers and stars were doing in their life. So say, for instance, you yourself, Lord Jamar, maybe Sadat X or Grand Poobah, or even a Snoop Dogg. To find out what you guys had going on, we had to wait for that issue of Source magazine or Vibe magazine and maybe a few other publications back in the day. But now, with social media, everybody's doing this. Hey, this is what I got going on. This is what I'm doing now. And the end result becomes this.
You're saying people are getting killed from sharing their location and all of that type of shit.
Giving the fans too much information.
Right. And
via social media.
You're segueing that into Young Dolph. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, rest in peace, Young Dolph. That can definitely be, one of the reasons why the young man passed. I'm not gonna lie, like I can't say that I was a fan of Young Dolph. I was aware of Young Dolph, but his style of rap didn't necessarily appeal to me. And I'm not going to be one of these motherfuckers who, now that he passed away, gonna act like, oh, young Dolph was the shit. I loved young Dolph and all, because you got a lot of these dick riding ass motherfuckers. Soon as somebody dies, they act like, oh, that was my favorite artist. I used to listen to them every morning. Like, no, you didn't, you lying motherfucker. You just trying to jump on the goddamn bandwagon. But I was aware of his presence. I remember seeing him at the BET Awards a few years back when I was down there.
Oh yeah, okay. In the
Buster and the crew, and I don't know. The initial impression that I got from this guy was like, looks like he got a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like
independently as well.
Exactly. He looked like his jewelry was very much over the top. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his shit was serious. You could tell that he paid some fucking bread for whatever the fuck he was wearing. But his style of rap to me was kind of basic, but I know he had mad fans, you know what I mean? And people that loved him, as a person. And now that I'm seeing more about him, because I really didn't know a lot about him, but now that I'm seeing more interviews about him, because it's crazy, you start to learn so much more about an artist once they pass away. He seemed like a great guy. He seemed like, he had a good head on his shoulders,
family oriented,
he was going to get cookies, for goodness sake. Like, come on. Like
getting cookies for his mother. Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You can't even get no cookies out here, bro. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. So he seemed like a good guy who had a good business sense. And again, it's like somebody's hometown. Your hometown, where you should be the safest at. Like, you would think that a lot of these rappers would get killed in another city or some shit. Hang on. What is this Mickey Fact shit you're spamming me with? If you fucking don't stop, you're gonna get blocked. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put you on timeout. Okay.
Lucky you ain't getting sent to the block party, B.
You will get sent to the block party with this, but don't spam my fucking timeline with some bullshit. What is this Mickey Fact shit?
Where's the moderators?
YouTube, Dub B, Mickey Facts. What did y'all battle or something, Dub B? I mean, if you did that, just say it. But don't fucking spam my timeline. Okay? Now you're blocked for 5 minutes. Anyway. So, and we're in the midst of talking about somebody that passed away. Have some fucking respect, will you? So again,
you were saying he's family oriented.
Speaks to how I was also speaking how he got murdered in his hometown.
In his hometown, right?
Where this is where your loved ones should be, but along with loved ones come haters. You know what I mean?
Right.
The hated ones, the ones that are upset that you're receiving love. You know what I mean? The ones that have that self-hate within themselves and choose to inflict their inner pain on someone else.
Right.
Right. And it's just ridiculous. Like being a rapper is becoming more dangerous than fucking a damn near police officer.
Becoming a dangerous occupation.
I think about how many rappers have got killed just in a year, just 2021. I believe the number's like 200 something like that.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yes.
How many police officers have been killed this year? Not saying I want police. I'm just curious as the number. If they had hundreds of police officers dying, they'd be going crazy right now. But yet you act like the police is so dangerous to be a police officer. Obviously, it's dangerous to be a young rapper out here. And I say young rapper because it's these young rappers that's out here getting murdered by their peers. All of these guys are what? In their fucking 20s. How old was young Dolph? Do we know how old was this man?
Dolph, man. He was
I want to say he wasn't older than 28, 29.
I think he was in his 30s.
Okay. Even if he was in his 30s, 36. All right, that's still fucking mad young. That's still mad young.
36.
Yeah.
1985.
That's still mad young. I remember 1985 like it was yesterday. And the hip hop was crazy. The hip hop in 1985. Oh, you wish you was there. Trust me.
Speak on these rappers getting killed versus the Source and Vibe magazine days where we didn't have access to the rappers versus the social media day where you could damn near text a rapper directly to their phone. It's basically the same as text messaging, but you're messaging through social media.
Right.
We don't got to have your number these days.
I mean, I guess that's a good point. See, first of all, when you did those Source articles and shit like that, or any of those articles, they would have back then like a 3-month lead time a lot of times where you had to do these shits way in advance.
Right.
You know, so let's say you did your Source article on location somewhere. By the time that fucking article comes out, you're not there anymore. That was 3 months ago. Right. You know what I mean? Your fucking your whole fucking hair might have changed by the time this fucking shit comes out. It's not like that now. Now people are doing an article, an interview. Hey, we're live from such and such. Come on down. And if there's some bullshit associated around you, motherfuckers might come down for some bullshit. See, we're fortunate to be in a certain position where, we strive to bring positive information to the community, and the community has a certain love for us. When we were live at the Black Lady Theater in Brooklyn, never did I have, and I was in, so-called confrontation with rappers and shit like that at the time, but never in a million years did I feel like somebody was going to come down there, you know what I mean, and try to do something to a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, they knew where I was. Like, we wanted people to come. We wanted a live audience. Right. And people did come, but they came with love.
Shout out to the Black Lady Theater. Word.
Now, I'm going to be honest. A lot of times, these rappers who rap about a certain lifestyle seem to be the ones that are receiving, on the receiving end of the bullshit. Like let's look at like young Dolph rapped about trapping, right? He was supposed to be a trapper. Right. Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Fucking like a lot of these Mo 3, like all of these dudes were like rapping about being drug dealers and all of this type of shit.
Hold that thought, Lord J. Let me insert this. All those rappers you mentioned.
Hey, hang on. Shut the fuck up.
Anubis wildin'.
No, it's little fucking Bruno acting like
not Bruno. Okay, so all these rappers were signed. They had a distribution through Empire Records,
right?
Including
XX Tentacion
and the other one that swallowed the pills on the airplane. What was his name?
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. they all seem to have had a connection to Empire and the guy Ghazi. Now, people can draw lines with that. I don't know. That's something to look into. I'll tell you that. I don't know people
Insurance
over at
policy?
Empire. I don't know this dude Ghazi, but god damn it, that shit was very creepy when I saw everybody saw, I guess, the same meme that's probably even making you say this, where you swiped and you saw this guy standing next to all of these rappers who have now passed away, and they were all independent and they were all going through Empire. Like, let's just stop and think for a minute. What if that was somebody's business plan? Knowing that hip hop and black people in general be on some bullshit. So they say, listen, I'm going to start a fucking label. And I'm just saying hypothetically. I'm not saying this is what's happening. I'm saying hypothetically. I don't know why nobody, oh, he said this. No, I'm saying hypothetically.
And you got to sign the clause.
Say, and especially if you didn't give a fuck about, you know, about the black community or black people or whatever the case may be. And you say, you know what? I'm going to start a label. I'm going to use their greed for money, and I'm going to offer them money to get down with my shit. They're going to sign. We're going to make money. I'm going to make them feel like they got to a certain point. And then at some point, I'm going to have them killed, and it's going to make them even more valuable to me. Like,
or you can have the artist sign an insurance policy, life insurance policy.
I heard things like that are happening too out there, that life insurance policies are going down.
Yeah, to protect my investment should something happen to you.
Right. So like DJ XL said, invest in the artist, then make them a martyr. And that's what they're trying to do with a lot of these guys. They're martyrs. They're signs of the times, and people are, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Wait, was Nipsey fucking with him too? I think
Nipsey
might have went major at some point. I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just saying that'd be fucking crazy if motherfuckers was actually out here doing some shit like that and feeling like, oh, I'll never be connected to it, because they're hiring street motherfuckers to do it, or hiring people through, you know, so many parties that they're disconnected from, where it could never actually come back to them.
Yeah, Nipsey got led to being signed to Cinematic Music Group and Epic Records.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a possibility. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You were earlier where you were touching a little bit on the fact that it's the young rappers using social media, right? I wanted your opinion on that versus back in the day. We had to wait for Source Magazine or radio interviews or TV award shows. So if Brand Nubian had beef with somebody and they gave an interview to Source Magazine, right? Let's look at the Vibe magazine. Vibe magazine, the infamous Vibe magazine interview that led to the so-called East Coast West Coast beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had to wait for magazines, radio interviews, but now it's instantaneous. It's instantaneous due to social media.
Right. Well, listen, there were still ways to instantaneously know where an artist was at. If an artist is going to be performing somewhere, they're going to be on the radio. A lot of times it's like you're promoting a show. Listen, we're going to be somewhere tonight. Mm-hmm. We're going to be here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, there was still a degree of that going on. And if you had beef with a fucking artist, if you're in that city and they're in that city and you hear them on the fucking radio, you're going to know where they at, just like social media. It's just more prevalent now. It's not like it didn't exist at all back then, but it's just more prevalent now, and people are just more careless with Giving up details. Like Pop Smoke, for instance, apparently had his address revealed on a package that he was trying to show off some shit, but his address was on the fucking package.
Right.
Which may have been a way how these people knew where he lived. Maybe not. I don't know. But with that being said, people need to be more cognizant of the shit that they post and when they post it. Like, just because you're taking a video or a picture somewhere, right, doesn't mean you have to post it right at that fucking second, you motherfuckers.
Facts.
Like, relax your fucking self. The moment is still going to be there, okay? How about when you leave there, now you fucking press send. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then put it in a caption over at such and such. Just in fucking case, you fucking, especially if you live a certain lifestyle, especially if you project a certain aura.
Right now, I don't know about that.
That's the type of shit that you need to have in your mind.